Hey everyone, and welcome back. Welcome to another crafty decor adventure. Olivia or Olivia's romantic home, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys 10 DIY Dollar Tree decor crafts. This is going to be some of the last of my I Love Fall series. Listen, it's almost time for Christmas crafting. I love to craft and decorate on a budget, and I love to share with you guys all my fun ideas. So if you guys love that, go back and check out the rest of my I Love Fall series. There's a huge playlist on my YouTube channel and a huge playlist of I Love Christmas and just all of my crazy crafty adventures. And I just love to share with you guys how you can make a boutique gorgeous home on a budget. So without further ado, let's go ahead and plug in those glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting. For this Dollar Tree DIY, I'm taking an old Amazon box and I'm going to take it apart and just trim off the top. What I want to create here is a faux stone box using some of those faux stones. They're sticker pieces from the Dollar Tree. So I'm just trimming my box down to size, and then I'm taking the faux stone sticker pieces and I'm just gently measuring them and then tracing them out to be about the size of my box. Now listen, I'm going to have like some blankets and pillows in this box. So the other idea for you guys, you could make a chimney out of these, or you could just make like a base for your Christmas tree. So again, I'm just taking these sticker tiles, they're from the Dollar Tree, and I'm cutting them down to about the size of the flaps of my box. And it was easier to have this kind of in flaps instead of all in one piece, but you guys could also do it if you just have a box that's all in one piece. Again, this is just a fun little idea. If you happen upon those adhesive tile squares that Dollar Tree is selling, I know you can probably get them on Amazon for pretty cheap too. So here's how it looks like so far once I kind of trimmed it down. The next thing I decided to do was add some burlap to the top of it. I felt like those unfinished edges were just not super appealing, and I did want to let you guys know that I hot glued the edges on my box back together. It didn't work so great, so I actually added a little bit of tape at the top. So if you get frustrated with trying to hot glue a box back together, just add some tape, cover it with some burlap, and you're good to go. So again, I'm just kind of taking this piece of burlap, wrapping it around, and then just gently pressing it onto the box. Also, for any of the adhesive tile squares that you might have cut that kind of came apart because only one part really is super adhesive, you can just take a dab of hot glue or tape to those places as well. So it's kind of rigged up, but I just thought this was a fun idea to kind of do for something. I know it's nice to have like a little stone something next to your fireplace or faux fireplace or whatnot, and I just thought this was super fun. Instead of using it for kitchen backsplash tile, but you could always do that as well. Again, I did just hot glue some burlap around the top of the box to kind of give it a little bit more of a cozy feel, I guess. So here is how it turned out. I just popped some little homemade pillows into the back of it, a cute little blanket out to the side, and then some ornaments. And there I have a crafty little fun Christmas decor box on a total budget, and I think it can be used for winter wonderland decor as well. Now for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with y'all how to make a super cute little easy Dollar Tree Christmas centerpiece or small vase here. So grab one of those cylinder vases from the Dollar Tree, and then I'm just using this ribbon that I have from Hobby Lobby. It's super inexpensive. You can tie it around your vase and then trim it off at the edges, and then make a cute little bow like I'm doing by taking that ribbon, looping it over on itself, and then tying it off at the center. So voila, you have a little Christmas vase on a total budget. Now, I love these because these would be super easy to sit down and do about 5 or 6 of them in the afternoon if you're doing a Christmas church gathering, or maybe you're hosting your Christmas party, or just maybe you need a couple little Christmas goodies to set around your house to make it feel more festive. I stuffed it with some old pillow stuffing, and I'm taking one of the Dollar Tree Christmas trees. Now, these Christmas trees are a little bit flimsy. I popped it into where the stuffing was, but it didn't want to stabilize as much as I wanted it to. So I'm just wrapping some burlap into kind of the base of it. You guys could always use a paper bag as well. I fluffed out my bows, and then I decided to add a little pom-pom to the center. So I'm just hot gluing this pom-pom to the center of my little Christmas centerpiece. And again, these are so easy to make, you guys. I mean, it's literally a no-brainer. It's a vase, some ribbon, and then a Dollar Tree Christmas tree. Now, I wanted to jazz it up a little bit, so I'm using just a dab of white paint and kind of painting the ends of the branches. You could also use some faux flocking if you wanted to, or you could just leave it as is. Dollar Tree also sells the white trees in a
mini Christmas tree and a white tree. So maybe you're doing more of a glam look, you could add gold ribbon. Just really, you guys can take this idea and customize it, run with it, and make it suit your home decor, your Christmas decor, and whatnot. Now, the Dollar Tree tops of the trees are a little bit flimsy also, so I just kind of bent mine over, and voila, there we have it all ready for hot chocolate snuggle season. It pops easily into any little space. I think these would be fun to pop into your bathroom, your bedroom, really any little spot that's small that you need that extra touch of Christmas and you don't want to, you know, go crazy and break the bank. This is such a great idea. And again, change out that ribbon. It will match your home decor, and voila, you guys have a fun little fabulous vase on a total budget. Now for this next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm taking this wooden plaque from the Dollar Tree and this napkin that I found off of Amazon. It's a snowman Mackenzie Childs napkin, but you guys could use any napkin that you have on hand with little Christmas goodies, or you could use some paper. Hobby Lobby has some great Christmas paper, so just choose something that you love, cut it out, and then we are going to be decoupaging this to the front of our wooden plaque. Now you do want to trim out the size of your little graphic or whatever to about the size of your plaque. At least that's how I did this one. And then I just added a whole ton of that Mod Podge, and you get this at Dollar Tree, Walmart, pretty much anywhere. And then pop your little napkin on top of this. Now listen, for this napkin, I didn't take off the backing of the actual napkin part because I needed it to be thick. Sometimes when you Mod Podge things to just plain, you know, unstained wood, you need a lot of Mod Podge on the front. So I added a huge layer of Mod Podge to the front of this, and I actually made 2 of these. I thought they were so adorable. I kind of want to do like some Winter Wonderland somewhere in my house. I love this little ribbon. So I took this ribbon. This was from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just hot gluing this kind of to the front of it and kind of cascading it down the sides of each side of my little snowman topper. These plaques were a little bit different in size, so one of the plaques kind of needed, you know, that extra bit of zhuzh. So to zhuzh up the top of any sign or Christmas decoration, just add some ribbon, just like I did, kind of ruche it as you go up, hot glue it kind of in a layer, and then add in a cute little bow. This bow is so easy to make. You take the ribbon and loop it over on itself, pinch it in the center, and add a pipe cleaner or zip tie or whatever, and then hot glue it to the top of your little ornament or plaque or whatever. And then I'm adding in these cute little cotton balls to the center, and bam, hey, we have this customized amazing little Christmas goodie. These would be great to add as gifts, or if you're having a snowman theme, or just any theme that you want to do for a Christmas tree. These are also a really large ornament, so if you love to go over the top in your Christmas decorating, this would definitely be a must-have for your Christmas decorations. So fun, totally fabulous on a total budget. For this Dollar Tree DIY, we're going to make a super easy, beautiful glass centerpiece for the holidays. So I'm taking these 3 Dollar Tree vases and some E6000 glue. This is just like Gorilla glass glue that you can get at pretty much any craft store or Walmart. And then I'm adding a bit of hot glue, so the E6000 glue will stick to glass. You can glue glass to glass easily. And if you want a more permanent hold, you're going to want to use E6000. Add a little bit of hot glue, and that will give a temporary hold for you to be able to kind of play with it craft-wise. The next thing I'm doing is was just adding a ton of these little silver glitter vase fillers. These are from the Dollar Tree. You guys could use pearls, whatever, for the glitter vase fillers to kind of really stay on there really nicely. You just want to kind of add a little bit of glue to the side of it and then push it into the center point of your vase. And then you can add more as you go along to kind of fill it out where you might see a little bit of gluey spots. I'm not a super huge fan of the gluey spots, so that's why I add that extra smaller layer of the vase filler, and plus it makes it just feel more festive and kind of fancy. And these would be a fun thing to do just when you're popping on a show and you want to have something just to work on. So here's how it looks. I added in some pretty poinsettias, again from the Dollar Tree. They have a lot of really pretty ones out right now for this season. And then I thought these pretty little white doodly dads, these are also from the Dollar Tree, would be pretty popped into here to kind of bring out some of the bit of silver and whatnot. But again, you guys really could use anything. I need something down in the base of this, or I need to kind of maybe wrap my greenery stems. But here's how it looks if you just wanted to do something really quick. Pop it into a little setting and call it good. I think it'd be pretty with like some faux snow inside of these. I think that would really zhuzh it up a notch where you don't see those greenery stems. But this is an idea for a vase you guys can do on a total budget. And so anyway, as always, I ask that you guys comment and let me know what was your favorite DIY in this video and which one will you be recreating. Now, I do have a $100 Hobby Lobby gift card giveaway going on currently, so definitely drop a comment down below. The secret question for this video for you guys to comment is, what is your Christmas gift that you would love to have this year? And I'm not even talking mainly about a present gift, like something materialistic, although, hey, we can use material things, but what would you all love to see happen in your life?
We're going to make a beautiful, elegant glam snowflake. I'm going to start out with one of these Dollar Tree felt snowflakes and some Dollar Tree bling wrap. I'm going to glue the bling wrap to the center of the snowflake and then run it down one of the long parts of the snowflake and then glue it to the end. I'm then going to take my craft scissors and just cut off the end of the bling. I'm then going to continue to do that to the next longer end of the snowflake and glue it to the end. So I had enough bling wrap in one of the Dollar Tree rolls of bling wrap to do that to the entire snowflake, and then I ended up having some left over. So in total, if you wanted to bling out one snowflake, you would have enough to do that, and this project would only cost you $2 if all you wanted to do was bling out this one snowflake. Of course, we're going to go a little bit extra and do a couple more things to the snowflake, but just if you want to just bling out one snowflake, then that's all you would have to spend. And so this is a fun little DIY craft. And this could be really budget friendly. So I'm just continuing to add that bling wrap and run that down the center of this. And then now, if you wanted to reinforce this, which I thought might be not a bad idea, of course, this is a little bit of an extra step, and I am just adding glue in and around the center part of the snowflake, and then I'm adding the snowflake in opposite direction of the snowflake on the bottom. That way it kind of makes it look like a 3D snowflake. I hope that's making sense. Add it to the center part, and that way you don't see your glue work. The next thing I wanted to do was dig out a Dollar Tree snowflake ornament. Now I had this in my craft stash, and this was a snowflake ornament. I did not use this during Christmas, so I'm just going to add a little dabble of hot glue to the ends of the snowflake, and because it's curved, I was only able to add it to the ends, so hopefully it will stay on. If it doesn't, I can always use some E6000 glue, and that'll give me more of a permanent hold. And I am gluing that to the felt part because that way it'll adhere nice and easy. So once I had that step done, I thought it looked really pretty, but I was racking my brain to really dazzle it up any even more. And then I went ahead and grabbed one of my Totally Dazzled jewels. You guys, you're going to have to check out the Totally Dazzled site. I'm going to leave the link in my description box, but they have the best jewels at the best prices. They're like $1.50 each, and they're so beautiful and unique.
Kind of glam
from Winter Wonderland Wreath. I'm going to take this wreath base. I found this frosted wreath base at Walmart. It was $12.99, and then I'm going to take 2 rolls of the Dollar Tree deco mesh. It's white and then also the gold, and I'm just taking them together, and then I'm going to add them into the wreath. So I'm making about 12 to 14 inch poofs, and I'm just taking the evergreen and I'm wrapping them over on themselves and then pulling a little poof out and then taking the evergreen branches and wrapping them over on themselves. And I'm doing this just to give the wreath a little bit of zhuzh, but I really don't want to add too much of the deco mesh because this frosted evergreen wreath base is just so beautiful, and I really want it to show off, especially with this kind of frosted look that I'm going for, just kind of this soft winter glow. And I'm going to be adding in some pretty ornaments and also some beautiful ribbons. Now here is what my wreath looked like after I added the mesh, and really the mesh is optional. You could always just add some ribbon or leave out that part. I'm also going to give my mesh a good fluff-a-duff. That helps it really kind of stand on end. And you guys, I really do like a very extra kind of fluffy wreath. And the next thing I want to do is measure out my Dollar Tree ribbon. Now this is the Dollar Tree ribbon that is not wired, and I'm just going to measure from my hand to my elbow, and then I'm going to take the ribbon and loop it over on itself. This is what I call the Olivia bow. I created this bow out of a need to make a bow that was super duper easy, and because I honestly cannot make a bow or could not make a bow, I think I've gotten a little bit better now. But you're just going to take this ribbon and loop it over on itself, and I use the entire roll of Dollar Tree ribbon when I'm making a wreath. And then you're going to find your center, and then what I want to do, I'm going to cut a little notch in each side of this ribbon. I want to give my ribbon and my pipe cleaner something to grip onto, especially because this ribbon is not wired, and I want to pull these ribbon loops out to make a nice full fluffy bow. So I'm taking a pipe cleaner, and I'm going to take the pipe cleaner and just wind it, and just kind of wind it around the center part until I get a couple of twists here, and then I can go ahead and pull those ribbon loops out. And this is going to be the secret to your bow, is pulling those ribbon loops out, and make sure you get each ribbon loop out, give it kind of a little bit of a twist and a good fluff-a-duff. Now you don't really have to panic with some of this Dollar Tree ribbon. It's nice and stiff, and so it really holds its bow shape very nice and well, but you do have to play with it a little bit until you get a nice shape. And then you can create some little tails. Now I do have some Hobby Lobby ribbon on hand that had the same pretty blues in it, so I'm going to make the same style ribbon. Again, you're just going to take the ribbon and wrap it over on itself. So you continue to do that. I do this 6 times or until I have 3 loops on each side. And this ribbon also is wired. I got this on discount at Hobby Lobby. Hey, you guys, check your local craft stores right now. They have holiday ribbon, and a lot of it is very friendly to a winter wonderland. And also think about Valentine's Day crafts. That red ribbon is going to work great for that Valentine's Day crafts. So think ahead, guys. Now you can take a pipe cleaner and just wrap it over on itself. Give it a nice little twist here. I did make this ribbon a little bit bigger than my first bow because this is going to go back behind my Dollar Tree ribbon. Okay, now I'm going to attach it to my wreath very soon here. I'm just checking it out, making sure it's large enough. We have to have a nice big full fluffy bow. So I'm going to take all these loops and pull them out. Now I did detach the pipe cleaner from this bow because I have a trick I'm going to show you. It's a nice little hack. I'm not sure if I've showed this hack to you guys yet, but this is another fun little way to create some awesome tails. So with this bow, I only have one really long tail, but we're going to give this bow a nice big long tail. I'm going to show you guys how. You're going to take a piece of ribbon and just wind it out really, really far because we want a big, pretty nice long tail. Cut this ribbon off, and then what I want to do is I'm going to take it and I'm going to
tie these two bows together. So our Dollar Tree bow, it still has its pipe cleaner. Here's the original pipe cleaner from the Dollar Tree bow. You're going to attach that to the other big fluffy bow. And that's going to make it look like, wow, you're this massively awesome bow maker, which you are. You've learned how to make a bow. It's super easy. So once that's attached, then you take this tail, wrap it around your wreath, and the center point of both your ribbons, because your ribbons are now all attached together, you just tie your bow on really tight with that tail. So you've given your ribbon a tail and you've found your way to attach your bow. So this works really well with ribbon that's just kind of easy to work with. It's not going to fray easily. I don't do this all the time, but this is a little hack I wanted to share with you guys. If you have kind of this silky, easy to work with ribbon, which this ribbon happens to be easy to work with. Again, I don't do this all the time, but I thought I'd show you guys something fun and new. Okay, the next thing I want to do is add in some pretty little kind of winter wonderland ornaments. Again, I want to show you guys some transitional pieces. We've done a lot of red decor. I love it. My house is decorated in a ton of red. But for everybody doing kind of some winter wonderland, champagne golds, this is really a beautiful idea. And I do have some of this left over in my stash from some of my past ornaments and different whatnots. So I'm just going to hot glue these big pretty ornaments into this wreath, and I'm just going to kind of space them evenly, putting one at the top, one at the side, one at the base. And again, these, I didn't go out and spend any money on any of these guys. So dig into your craft stash, see what you guys already have to do some winter wonderland stuff. And hey, if you don't have these on hand, paint some of your red ornaments white. Now let's add some romance to this wreath, and we're going to add in some beautiful roses. These roses you can pick up on Amazon, 30 of them. Now they are foam, but hey, unless somebody's going to come up and call the rose police on you, I'm not opposed to using foam roses. They look really realistic and they're beautiful. Pop those into your beautiful arrangements and you can use them alongside some more realistic looking roses. I'm a fan. So order them on Amazon. I have them linked in my Amazon store. Now pop some little cute Dollar Tree blue ornaments in, and that's going to tie in your blue. I don't decorate with a lot of blue, so I don't have a lot in my craft stash. If I do more, I may get some blue paint out and maybe paint some blue ornaments, and that might be an upcoming DIY you guys may see me do. But I'm going to kind of fake some of the blue look with some silver ornaments, and I'm trying to look at my ribbon and pull some of those colors as well. So I'm popping in some silver and some of that kind of burnished gold, and I did end up adding kind of some burlap colors as well. And here is what my lovely Winter Wonderland Champagne Blues and Gold wreath looks like. Listen, I have never done a lot of blue, but I am absolutely in love with this. I think it's fabulous and beautiful, and I think I may be giving this to my son's girlfriend, Skylar. We did a DIY together a couple of weeks ago, and she chose this blue, so I'm thinking she may actually really like this, and I hope she doesn't see this video, but I think that she might be able to use this in her bedroom and hang this on her wall or maybe in her bathroom. I think it would be really beautiful. So I'm thinking because she chose this ribbon when she did a bow, she may really like this. So also, I want to let you guys know, a lot of you all ask what I do with a lot of my DIY projects, and I give them away. The extra ones that I have, I give them to my family and my friends. I bless them. I hope it blesses their homes. And I decorate with them. So have fun with it. Go for it. Get out your glue guns. Have fun crafting. Bless your family members or start a little Etsy business. You never know. The sky is the limit.
For the next Dollar Tree DIY, we're going to take this Peace on Earth sign, some white paint, and this beautiful sparkling glitter. And this iridescent glitter is to die for. If you all love a really sparkly look, the iridescent kind of picks up and reflects so many kind of different like pale colors. You guys are going to love this. So I'm just going to take this sponge brush and I'm going to sponge brush some paint onto this Peace on Earth Dollar Tree sign. It's a wooden sign. It does absorb paint fairly quickly, and I will tell you that the Dollar Tree sponge brushes are a little bit flimsy. I'm not sure I was a super big fan of this, but for the life of me, I've lost my larger paintbrush. It is floating around in my craft stash, and I'm going to promise you guys we have an organization video for crafting supplies coming up because my craft supplies are wacky, wonky, and crazy. And I know you guys have to be there with me if you've been crafting along at all. But it's so fun to craft during seasonal decor time, and there's just no time for organizing just quite yet, although it's on my to-do list, and I do organize every week. Anyway, on to the Mod Podge. We're going to Mod Podge some glitter onto this Peace on Earth sign, and I am going to be very careful with my Mod Podge. I'm going to cover each little spot, so you can see I'm being a little bit tedious, but I really want to make sure that when I go in to cover this, that I hit it once with the glitter and it's all the way on there. So I'm just going to go very carefully and do this in sections. Sometimes I get impatient and sloppy with my Mod Podge or glue, and then it doesn't get covered all the way. So that's a little tip from me to you. If you can get yourself to calm down and be patient, apply the glue, glitter a little spot, and then go back in and apply it again. Also let your paint dry all the way because the paint will attract the glitter. I hope that makes sense. So you can see right here, I just did this little section and then it covered all the way. And so then I'm going to be patient and I'm going to Mod Podge some more. And also you guys don't have to use Mod Podge. Honestly, and I tell you guys this every time, I don't know why I always forget to pick up regular Elmer's glue, but that glue works just as well with this glitter. I just don't have it in my craft stash. I need to grab some Elmer's glue, but I have this Mod Podge, so I'm using that. Use what you guys have, go for it, have fun, get creative, get out your glitter and paint, and get to crafting. And here is how our beautiful Peace on Earth sign turned out. Oh my goodness, honestly, this is by far one of my favorite glitters out there. If you guys can see, it almost reflects a little bit of pink. When I sold pink Christmas goodies on Etsy, I use this glitter all the time, and you can get it at Walmart. So definitely check for that. And oh my goodness, I just love getting glittery and having fun with it and going for it. And glitter also covers a multitude of crafting mess ups. So if you have some wonky paint, cover it with glitter. If you have some wonky situations happening with your crafting, cover it with glitter. I'm a fan. Okay, for the next Dollar Tree DIY, take one of those Dollar Tree canvases. Now, I'm using this Deco Art paint pen, but listen, you guys, Dollar Tree has paint pens, and you don't even have to use a paint pen. You could just use a marker on this, seriously. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint a little Christmas tree, and give me some grace here because I'm painting this freehand upside down. Now, I'm going to paint a little kind of we'll say it's like a deco art Christmas tree. But basically I'm just painting some kind of little wacky lines here, little brush strokes here. I'm painting just some wispy Christmas tree lines, and really you guys can't mess this up. Just kind of move your brush in a downwards motion. You can create a little tree base and just make it kind of like a little fan happening. Now the paint pen, you have to kind of shake and then press down to let that paint kind of drop down. It can be a little bit frustrating at times, but with a canvas, it's a lot more forgiving. Sometimes when I'm using it on a plate, I get frustrated with it, but on a canvas, you guys can have a little bit more forgiveness on it. But continue to move it downwards, and hey, a marker works just fine. So if you guys have a gold marker, a gold Sharpie, that will work too. Whatever you guys have that you want. And also, hey, this doesn't have to be gold. Whatever color you guys want to make your Christmas tree. I am making a Christmas tree. Did I say that in the beginning of this DIY? That's what we're doing. We're making a glamorous, fabulous Christmas tree. So I have been taking some acrylic painting classes, and so this was kind of my idea. I've been wanting to share this with you guys for a while. But I've had this idea in my mind to make like a really sparkly kind of glam, almost modern inspired piece of art. I want to put this on my beauty space in my bedroom. I have like a little beauty table, and I wanted to make it all sparkly and fabulous. I don't have any Christmas decor in there yet. So anyway, I'm putting some Mod Podge on my tray and some white paint. So I'm going in with a little inexpensive paintbrush. I get them from Walmart or Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to gently paint some wispy white lines down the sides of my Christmas tree. So again, you're just kind of going in and just gently painting in a downwards motion with some wispy white lines. I'm not a super great painter, so giving a painting instruction is a little bit tricky here for me, but I hope you guys can more see by the demonstration visually on the video. I hope that helps. And so then once I have like an adequate amount of white lines here, I'm going to switch to the Mod Podge and just add in some Mod Podge. And really, I'm going to cover up a lot of the white lines with glitter. I kind of really like the way that this looks now looking back on camera. I may go back in and do some of these on a bigger canvas to put in my bedroom, and that was actually the idea of what I had in my head to do for this, was to do like a really giant canvas. So think about doing this like on a giant canvas. I'm not sure, I haven't priced them out, but maybe at the craft store you could get like a blank canvas and do something like this. Maybe we'll do that in an upcoming DIY. I don't think it would be super hard to do. And also think about customizing this in your color. So maybe you would want to do this in a green Christmas tree or pink or purple, whatever suits your fancy. So then once I had this a little bit more covered, with the Mod Podge, I went in just like with some sprinkling of gold and silver. And I haven't ever done this craft before, so I was a little bit generous with my gold and silver, and I didn't really think that as much of the glitter was going to stick as it did, but it stuck like glue. And so this was just gold and silver kind of flake glitter that I picked up at Walmart, and I've never used this glitter before. Usually I just use the iridescent glitter. So, but I was pretty pleased with the results. I thought it came out really glam and fabulous and sparkly. And when I say sparkly, wow, this glitter really sparkles a lot. But as you guys can see, but not very much of it came out, so you really couldn't see a lot of the white lines that I had painted on there. So I even kind of went back in and like touched up a little bit of it, but check out how sparkly it is. I was really excited about that factor of it. So, you know, just fun times here. You guys could modify this however suits your fancy, and I'll be excited to see how you guys do this and post in my Facebook group. I did 2 of these. So I kind of have a little matching pair for however I want to decorate my little glam bedroom spot. I hope you guys are liking it or feeling inspired. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with you guys how to do a really glamorous, beautiful bell. So I'm going to take one of these Dollar Tree Christmas bells, and these are at my Dollar Tree right now. I had some of you guys asked, and I'm just going to cover it with some white paint. I did another one of these that I didn't paint, and I just glammed up in a different way, but I wanted to share with you guys how you can glam up one of these. So I'm just going to take my Dollar Tree sponge brush and cover it with a nice, generous layer of white paint. Once I have it covered with white paint, I wanted to go in with a layer of Mod Podge. So really you can use any Mod Podge and glitter. Really customize it to suit your fancy, and you really want to let the paint dry. I didn't let the paint dry all the way, so my Mod Podge ended up getting a little bit goopy, but that's just a little side note from me to you. Sometimes I learn things crafting along the way, trial and error that I can pass along to you guys. And also think about whatever color of glitter that you guys are decorating with. I chose this iridescent glitter. It's from Walmart, and because I'm kind of trying to share with you guys some different, like, more winter Wonderland ideas. So transitional crafts that you guys can start to use maybe even after Christmas. But if you guys are still decorating for Christmas, you also could do silver bells, red bells, you know, whatever color you guys love that you suits your fancy. Pink, blue, purple, green. Go for it, you guys. Make a sparkly Christmas bell or whatever suits your fancy, or this glam bell. So anyway, I covered this entire bell. I just wanted it to be fabulous and glittery and sparkling, and I love this iridescent glitter. It really picks up the light. It sparkles and shines, and it looks so fabulous. It almost has like a pink sheen to it. So once my glittering had dried, and it took all day long because I put such a generous layer on there, I decided to mix it in to match the wreath that I had created, and I'm just making a quick little tuxedo bow. So you just take a bow, loop the ribbon together, and then pinch it off in the center with a pipe cleaner. I'm taking this oversized Dollar Tree pre-made bow. I like this burlap. It also matches in with the blue bow. It has kind of like a little bit of a burlap color in it. I'm hot gluing that pre-made bow first, and then I'm going to take this bling wrap. I wanted to add the bling wrap to the base of the bell. Again, this is mixing in with some of the other DIYs that I've created. So I'm adding this bling wrap to the base of the bell. I'm doing kind of some Glam Winter Wonderland ideas for you guys. You also could just use ribbon on this or leave it plain. It's up to you. These are just my ideas to inspire you all. I'm going to hot glue underneath this. There's a little lip that gives you the place to kind of add in some other doodads. So I'm adding in that little blue bell and then hot gluing the extra bit of bling wrap underneath that, and then tying that on top of, not tying, but hot gluing over that so it kind of all sticks in together is what I'm trying to say. But I want to accent the blue ribbon in with the brown ribbon just to kind of tie it in with the whole winter scene that I'm going for. So I created a wreath that is going along with this. I like to share with you guys how you can like decorate a whole little space with all of my creations. So I hope it gives you guys some ideas to get creative and have fun and go for it. Always customize things to suit your decor colors. Now here are some beautiful jewels from totallydazzle.com. You guys have to go check out their website. Natalie is super sweet. She's a small business. And she sells her jewels like so cheap. I don't even know how she sells them so cheap, but they're like $1.50 each. And if you've ever priced them, I used to sell really glamorous, beautiful things on Etsy, and they're so expensive to buy. So here is how it looks with this beautiful jewel on here. I'll leave a link in my description box below to Natalie's jewels site. How gorgeous did this turn out? It looks so pretty next to my little glam wall art, and then the beautiful wreath. Oh my goodness, I'm really crushing on kind of this glam winter wonderland. So fun and fabulous. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with you guys how you can dazzle up a Dollar Tree little hand towel. So this hand towel is going to be completely impractical, but I'm going to share with you guys how to make it really fabulous. So I'm going to take one of those little Dollar Tree Winter Wishes hand towels, and then just this pretty ribbon that I had left over for some other projects, and I'm going to hot glue the ribbon on the back. And then you're going to want to kind of tuck under that little extra piece, and this is just like a little hand towel that you can place on top of your guest towel. So you'd want to place it over a towel that they would actually be able to use. So this is really decorative and fancy, which, you know, you can have something really pretty and decorative and fancy as long as something practical is underneath it that your guests can actually really use. I think they can go around something really fancy. Then just wrap your ribbon around and then just kind of glue it like over to where it's not, where you don't want to see the glue seam too much, but you want it to hold on to there, and do it really gently. You don't want to burn yourself. And then you're just going to kind of wrap it again very gently around until it meets the other seam. Give yourself a little bit of extra room because you are going to want to tuck it under. You don't want a frayed edge. Now you're not going to be able to wash this, and you're going to really hope that no kids come in with spaghetti on their hands and decide to wipe their hands on it. But if they do, it is not the end of the world. It's a $1 towel and some ribbon and a jewel. So really just relax, everybody. But tuck it under, give it a nice little hot glue, and then take a look at it. I think it's looking pretty cute so far. Now, I wanted to go in with a little bit of extra scraps. And remember, we've been using a lot of this bling wrap. We had a little tiny scrap left over. No bling wrap scraps left behind, you guys. So we're going to add a little bit of bling wrap here. Now, be careful with your bling wrap because there's not much to latch onto, so it's easy to burn yourself. But you're going to add a tiny little bitty bit of hot glue in and around the top part of it. Be careful. You don't want to overdo your hot glue when working with bling wrap because it's easy to show through and it's going to look really goopy. So just a little note there. Okay, so here's how it's looking, and I'm really loving it. But you guys know, I know there could be something extra we could add. You guys know it. A beautiful bling jewel from totallydazzled.com. You guys, Natalie's the best. Order off her site. She's got the sweetest little personality, and she's a small business. Anyway, I love her, and her jewels are totally dazzling, super cheap. Okay, so we're going to add that with some hot glue. Also, I'm going to leave her link in the description box below for you guys. And how dazzling and fabulous did this come out? Oh my goodness, I think this is so cute. Winter Wishes. Now think about this draped over a pretty little hand towel in your bathroom, or maybe you could just have it tucked out of a basket. Maybe you have like a couple of toilet paper rolls in a pretty little basket. You wouldn't even have to necessarily add it to your hand towels. As always, comment and let me know what was your favorite DIY in this video and which one will you be recreating. It is such a blessing and an honor.
So thank you all so much for joining me on another fun and fabulous crafty decor adventure. We are wrapping up my I Love Fall series. Thank you guys so much for being here. And listen, I just want to encourage you guys to keep up the good work wherever you're at in your crafting and decorating journey and in your life's journey in general. I know everybody's been through something in the last couple of years, so keep going. Listen, every day that we're given, another day is just a blessing to be kind to someone, to look forward to the future with joy, and to craft and decorate and make your homes warm and cozy and inviting. exciting. It will give you something to look forward to and your family and all of that fun stuff. So I'm going to hug all of your hearts so tight. Keep up the good work. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribing is totally free if you punch the bell and click all. It will update you every single time I post a new video. And pop over to my Olivia's Romantic Home Facebook page. I share several DIY videos a day over there. We are going to be starting in my I Love Christmas series next week, so I can't wait for that. I'm going to be popping into some of the stores and looking online for Christmas ideas, so I'm really excited to share with you guys that adventure. So don't miss out. Get ready for next week, even if it's still fall, which I totally get. But hey, we have to get a jump start on our Christmas crafting and decorating. So I love y'all. I can't wait for our next video. And until then, remember, be kind to yourselves, be kind to one another. Talk to you guys very soon. Bye-bye.